want to be this badass bitch who radiates this magnetic energy because she focuses on herself, her career, her dreams, her goals, and achieves whatever she said she was going to achieve, then this video is for you. As someone who is highly independent and obsessed with self-growth and is living and building a life of her dreams, today in this video, I will teach you why it's so important, especially for a woman, to focus on herself, her career, her money, and to choose herself always, because true self-love is about choosing yourself no matter what. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super happy that you are here today. If you're new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Lovepreet. I create videos about self-development, self-improvement, and also share snippets of my self-development journey living here alone in Canada. So if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. Your little support will go a long way and it will just help my channel to grow and reach larger audience. First, it's about energy. Where focus goes, energy flows. Time and energy are the most expensive currency in this world. Time never comes back for anyone, and energy, oh my god, energy is hell expensive because energy is everything. Whatever you focus on will expand. So if you get fascinated by success, you become successful. If you get fascinated by wealth, you become wealthy. If you get fascinated by some sort of illness, you get ill because of that disease. Whatever you keep thinking about and whatever you are obsessed with eventually manifests in your life. Therefore, it's very important to think of yourself as someone who is healthy, wealthy, who is happy all the time, like 24/7. You need to pour so much positive energy in yourself, because if you continuously think of yourself as someone who is disciplined, who is wealthy, who has a lot of money, who has good relationships, who has a healthy body, then it will eventually manifest in your life. That's what you will get. Pour all the energy into thinking positively about yourself. The moment you start pouring all the positive energy in you, the moment you start choosing yourself and start focusing on yourself, is the moment everything around you will start choosing you. Because the moment you start respecting your own time and your own energy, something happens. And other people can feel that too. When you stop chasing, when you stop begging to be understood, when you stop proving your worth to other people, the energy shifts. It's all about energy. It's all about alignment. When you focus on yourself and when you choose yourself, your standards get clearer. When you set the boundary and tell the person that you won't tolerate this type of disrespect anymore, that person will think twice before disrespecting you next time. And the beautiful thing is, when you start saying no without feeling guilty, and when you walk away from situations that no longer serve you or drain your energy, that's when you start making room for things that are actually meant for you. Right people will start showing up in your life. Right people. The opportunities that are actually meant for you and the opportunities that you deserve, you will start attracting those opportunities, and money will flow into your life like water. Not because of force, but because you finally started choosing yourself. It's that simple. When the energy shifts, everything gets aligned. When you get clear about this is what you want in life and this is what you won't tolerate, the universe has no option but to deliver it. It's that simple. Second, it's about independence and freedom. No one really talks about how liberating it feels when you finally learn to choose yourself and focus on yourself in every situation. Nothing feels better than this feeling of not having to beg anyone for anything. When you focus on yourself, when you focus on making your own money, when you have your own career, and when you focus on fulfilling your purpose, you don't need anyone's permission to buy yourself a new outfit or to treat yourself to a nice meal or buy yourself makeup. You can walk inside a shopping mall and treat yourself to anything you like. And that feeling is everything. And it's not even about luxury. It's about being able to afford necessities of life and to be able to take care of yourself and your loved ones, your family, and your children. That freedom, that lifestyle, and that peace of mind is everything. I started earning when I was in 10th grade. I left the house at the age of 17, and since then I'm taking care of myself and also my family. And one of my biggest fears in life is to beg someone for money. because that's not how I was raised. I was raised to be highly independent. Since a very young age, I'm taking my own life decisions, and my parents completely trust me and they support me with my decisions. As a woman, you should always have something that's yours, that has your name on it. Imagine for 10 years, all you were doing was to take care of your family, right? And you didn't invested in your education, you have no work experience, you learned no skills, you don't know anything about technology, you literally don't know what's happening in the world. And then after 10 years, your family, your husband, whatever, they stopped paying for you, they stopped giving you money, and they just told you to move out of the house or whatever. You know, anything can happen in life. Life can change in a second. You always have to be prepared. As a woman especially, you always have to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Life can change any minute, and this has happened with so many women. What will you do then? You won't have any options. Why? Because you never focused on yourself, you never chose yourself, you have never invested in your education, you never learned any skill, you don't even know what's happening in the world. What will you do then? Not at all in a disrespectful or mean way, but when you don't focus on yourself and when you're constantly living on the energy and money of other people, you are literally living in survival mode, because you are living at the mercy of other people. You are living at the mercy of your provider. When your life revolves around you, your goals, your priorities, your schedule, when you put you first, that's very magnetic. And this brings us to the end of this video. I'm so happy that you watched this video until the end. At the end, I just want to say that when you start choosing yourself, everything that you ever wanted wants you more. Make time for the people you love in your life, but never neglect yourself in the process. Pour into your own cup. I hope this video helped you. I hope you learned something new from this video today. And please subscribe to my channel. It will mean the world to me. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.